Gaff, you've had a chance to digest the defeat last weekend. Have you noticed a real focus in training this week to put it right on Saturday?
I did today. The first couple of days post Bristol was in certain things that need to be better in terms of both boxes. Something I was really big on when I first came here, and certainly defensively was that we have to improve in certain areas in the box. And then today was probably the first time I'd noticed a real change in the mentality. I've mentioned in previous weeks about how competitive the squad can be. Or how competitive we needed it to be, and today was probably the first time I felt and watched a real competitive training session. And we have to bring that in every single game, and but it does start every day in training.
Portsmouth, obviously top of the league, undefeated. Do you look at this game as the perfect opportunity to, I suppose, bounce back and get back to winning ways?
I would have loved a game midweek. I love the best part is the games. I like competing, so I would have liked a game quicker. But Portsmouth, it's a brilliant game. We've played some really big teams in our league. We know what we have to do from a mentality point of view. I think and this is something I'm learning, obviously with the -8 points, it does have an effect. I thought that once we got past that, then that was almost forgotten about. But I think whenever you have a setback and being so close to the -8, it's just understanding the sort of effect it has on the squad. We've had a really good start to the season. Portsmouth have won one more game than us. A really good team. They'll look to play. They will look to try and play through us. They've got a really good number 9. It's very good on long balls. So let's go toe to toe. Let's see what we have.
You talked about the session today in particular, and it really stood out to you. Have some players impressed you this week, and have they got a chance to feature this weekend? Yeah,
they have to. I think that's also what has to happen. Is there's moments in games that your performance will always be judged, and I think it's the same in training. So I've got some big decisions to make. On the positions of our team and how I see the game going. So that happens every week, but I really want a week's training where it gives me big problems on trying to select a team. Today is what I wanted, so we need to bring in again tomorrow and into Saturday.
Appreciate you won't want to give too much away about your team, but are you the sort of manager that will give the guys that have had, who were beat on Saturday, the opportunity to put it right, or do you look to freshen things up?
A bit of both. I think I have to leave room for people to earn a spot in training. As I think has probably been the case majority of time since I've been here, is that not every team will be the same, even if we win games. So the way that Portsmouth play out of possession or how aggressive they are, I see something within our team, and I'll see certain profile of players to try and help that. So just because somebody scored or had an amazing game against a certain opponent doesn't guarantee that I think that it's the best fit for the next game. So and then obviously performances in games have to be part of that. If a player's had a really difficult moment, then there might be a moment to take him out of the team. But also it's how I see the game panning out, and then I'll put in the right players that I think will help us win a game.
Johnny Smith looked sharp for the 21s on Monday, and Stephen Sessignon got 45 minutes in the legs as well. Number 2 options for you?
Definitely Johnny. Stephen's just had 45, so that's all he's had. I think that's too soon. Johnny, he was the only player in our squad that hadn't played 90, so that was the reason why he played on Monday. He has to be part of it. I liked what he did against Burnley in the 21s. I liked what he showed today in training, so he's really pushing. So Stephen Humphreys has had a brilliant start to the season, but he knows Johnny Smith, Lang, McManaman, that he has to continue that form to continually play in the team when he's available.
Saturday, Tuesday, we've got a good run of games coming up. Is this the perfect time to start building some momentum again?
Yeah, it's every game's like that, I think. But you do have to take it one by one. I think they're very different challenges. When you look at Burton and Stevenage, I'll have to use the squad over that week. It's also something I'm learning. Look, we've got a really young group, one of the youngest in all divisions. I think what I've seen as well, some of them is they've been really, really strong for 6-7 games. Some of them it feels might need to almost take a break for 1 or 2 games and come again really strong. So I have to use the squad. It's the reason why I built the squad like this, and we were fortunate. That's due to the owner, really. So yeah, we're going to have to use it in this next week.